Joe Milton was one of the guys that I had a lot of interest in coming out the draft. Dolphins did not make the move, but this seems like a move that may look like Dak Prescott time with the
Is
Cowboys could be over.
That's right. And if they
Yeah.
draft a quarterback too, then hey, good luck, Dak. Same thing that goes with Tua. We brought in Zach Wilson. There's been comparisons of Zach taking over, Joe Milton taking over for Dak. I mean, there's a lot of similarities to the Cowboys and Dolphins in that aspect of the quarterbacks. But yeah, bro. I mean, this is
Mhm.
crazy. Joe Milton. I wanted him on our squad, but shoot.
Yeah, definitely wanted him. He only got traded for a fifth round pick. So that could have been a great investment. He's still on his rookie contract, but at the same time, I know that the Patriots are in the same division as us.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be too happy about trading him, especially if they see what he does at camp or at practice. They probably not going to invest in regards to letting the Dolphins get a hold of a QB of this stature who could end up being a very, very good
Same
quarterback.
division. You're right. No, I
Yeah,
see what you're
same
saying.
division. So I never seen this happening, but I was hoping, maybe one day I woke up and I seen it happen, but it ain't
Free
happened.
agent, Jets, Patriots cut him. Shockingly, we scoop him up. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was hoping the Raiders had interest, the Eagles, the Giants, the Steelers,
The
the
Giants
Cowboys.
kind of flopped on that one. The Giants should have attacked immediately, but whatever. I guess they're looking for next year's draft. I don't know if they take a quarterback this year.
I mean,
Shoot.
if the Cowboys had not the Cowboys, if the Steelers, it would have made Giants. I don't know if the Giants get him. Shador Sanders, I don't think he would have been the one. And I'm hearing that he could still go to the Giants even though they got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. That's what I'm hearing.
Damn, Jameis
Mhm,
Winston was a beast last year for the Browns, but
mhm.
I don't think we could have afforded him either.
Yeah, here's one of my favorite plays from Joe Milton, man. This play, this what shows me that you are a franchise quarterback. This is the play right here. I don't know what down this is, but this
You
is the
got
Patriots versus the Bills.
well, the defense is giving a traditional 3-4 because they have three on out there on the
Could be
line.
third down. It looked like
Yeah,
it's third down.
I think they're just trying to do the middle of the cushion zone so they don't like give them that. But I can't see the wide receivers though, so I can't really tell
Mhm.
with the offensive side.
Hey, you don't even need to see the wide receivers. Look what he does on this one, man. Protection is okay right now.
Until
Let's
that
go
middle center's about to give it up though,
mhm.
no?
At the guard. Yeah, the
Yeah.
guard about to give it up.
Okay.
Let's see what happened.
It's about to cry. Oh, he feels the pocket. Damn, his sense is ridiculous. Look at that. Who does that remind you of a little bit? Cam Newton. Cam
Cam
Newton
Newton.
used to be a little bit like that for sure.
But I feel like Cam Newton was a better athlete.
By far, faster, stronger.
Yeah, faster, stronger. But Joe Milton, he's not that bad. In my opinion, he could run if he has to. Probably like a top five, top 10 strongest arm in the whole NFL. So he has a
Yes.
lot of stuff in his toolbox.
I don't know if you saw it on social media. His on Twitter a couple days ago, he launched it. I think it was like what
Mhm.
70 plus, something like that, bro.
Oh, yeah, I
Cannon.
got those. I got those videos coming up. I'm gonna
Okay.
show you. But yeah, man. I don't know how you see this and not. I would have gave the Patriots a fourth, third round pick after seeing this. Off of one play alone, I would have gave them that.
That's a robbery pick too.
That's a robbery pick. Like you watching this play, you wouldn't think that he's worth a fifth round pick. You would think that he's worth a first round pick.
For that right there, yeah. And
Hmm
I'll
Like
and I wish we had a quarterback that can do that right there. But go ahead.
you know, but the one thing about this is this shows that Joe Milton he's O line proof. O line kind of did a bad job here, but he bought himself time.
Yeah, that sense is ridiculous. It's top 100 for sure.
Exactly. So that's another thing. He has that uncanny awareness to know what's going on in the pocket. And
Shake, what's
y'all
up,
know
Shake?
a shout out to my boy Shake. Go Gators. You know.
Man, Go Gators, man. Go ahead. I'll let you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna get you.
Okay, hurricanes, I guess. What tropical storms?
Yeah, yeah. No, you got it. You got it. You and Shake got it. You right. You right.
I guess, man. But
I told you, man. I'm always gonna take my shots, no matter
mm, we gonna see what y'all do this year. We gonna see.
what.
We gonna see.
I don't think we're gonna be great, but it is what it is.
I don't know with that quarterback. Yeah, what's his name?
Carson, he
Yeah,
I give him
yeah. I'm gonna pray for y'all, man. I'm gonna pray for y'all.
You know, you're right. I appreciate it.
Mhm. But we got Drake May compared to Joe Milton. Let's check out.
Man, I mean, Drake is about to have a season,
Hmm.
bro. And if they trade for AJ Brown somehow, some way,
I don't
oh
think it's gonna happen after Stephon
no,
Diggs.
I don't know. Hey, if that does, that's a killer though. We got Walter
Hmm.
Hill. They got Stephon. They could draft too. I mean, can't go wrong.
They're gonna draft another receiver for sure. The Patriots gonna draft another receiver, but if they do get Travis Hunter, man, it's over.
Damn. Wait, go
Yeah,
back just a little bit if you can. Look at the difference between Drake and him, dude.
that's what I'm
Drake
saying.
Drake
Did the
throws it like
Patriots make a
this.
mistake?
Play Drake again. Go back to Drake. Let me see that one last time for Drake. How he throws it in the air. So he sets his foot back. Okay, so it goes like one of those. But that's nice. It's the
Yeah, that's a
lofting one,
sailor right there.
right? But then look at Joe. Ready, set, bam. Now it's high. It's higher though. The rainbow is higher.
You know,
I'm like, dude, you really have that arm in you. That's a lot of strength.
to me, there's not much of a difference. You wouldn't be able to tell who's a first round pick and who's a fifth round pick.
That
You
is,
just watching this alone.
I think the Patriots they should have sticked with Joe Milton and Drake and maybe draft another quarterback. Having three quarterbacks like that in your room is very rich. I know us would love to have that
Yeah,
luxury.
man.
Wow.
You see this at practice. And I know for a fact that the Dolphins not doing this. Like
No.
Dolphins, we probably would have to give up a first round pick to get Joe Milton.
There is something with Zach though. When you do look at Zach, there is a lot of talent with him. The question is he disciplined in the pocket? That's his
Hmm.
issue when he was with the Jets. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Mike figures it out. But dude, Joe Milton,
Hmm.
oh my goodness! And now the Cowboys got him, and that's one of the teams. Mm, they too
I,
can get a playoff win before us. Oh damn!
I mean, another thing about him, you could definitely use him with for his legs. On this play, he definitely going to show what he has to offer. And on top of that shot at him, he's from Pahokee, around my area, Palm Beach. So he's a Florida kid. You know, let's check this out. Ooh, excuse me.
This man's just
Ooh, excuse me.
like it's backyard football.
Backyard football. You make it look too easy.
Look, oh, the hezzy right there. You saw that? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so he doesn't get hit that hard.
That's
When you
right.
get the hezzy, they don't hit you that hard.
The breakdown.
Hmm.
He's smart with his. See, this is the difference. He's so damn smart with his body, how to protect it. Tua should be watching this highlight right now, like that little juke, and then you go down. But I can already hear people saying, "Stop it,
I believe like this is like God given ability. This is not something that you could work on.
work on."
Yes, after 1 year, I don't think. You just gotta have it in you, man. And Joe Milton, he has it, bro.
He's got that running back mentality. I bet you he was running back in his high school days, or hell, even Pop Warner for sure. To move like that, that's
I think he was.
crazy.
I think he was strictly a DN. No, not strictly a DN. A quarterback.
Oh,
He
okay,
might have. He might have played a little bit of DN in high school, but when he got to college,
that's
he
it.
went to Michigan, but he lost the job to JJ McCarthy, the quarterback.
Don't sleep on JJ. I'm telling you, Minnesota Vikings this year. You already know what I'm about to say, but leave that for another day.
We gonna see. We gonna see what the Vikings do. Me personally, I don't know if Joe Milton will be better than JJ McCarthy, but
Do you
we gonna
think he's
see.
a starter though? Let's be real. Dak Prescott gets the starter, and then Joe just comes in if he shits. I mean, does terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
I mean, right here we got a throwing test. With this test, you can really test the strength of quarterbacks in regards to their throwing power.
this is
And
new.
yeah, this is new, but let's see what Joe Milton gets.
Being able to spin it a little bit. Sam Hartman, Bo Nix, who looked really good today. Devin Leary had a nice day, I thought.
Sure did.
J.J. McCarthy.
Here it comes.
It's like when you go to the ball game and you just want to throw it, you want to test that. Well, we knew who was going to have the hardest
Here's
throw.
the question. Watching him throw it, it's great.
62 was the hardest of all time. 62. But this year in this draft, the only quarterback who broke this number was Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback out of Oregon. So I don't know.
There's been speculation Dylan Gabriel going to the Jets. The Jets could be shocking too.
Oh yeah, he could go to the Jets. You going hopefully turn into Tua over there. We're open for, you know.
I should have laughed, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Crazy Dolphin. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little bit sick. My apologies, but appreciate you, Crazy Dolphin.
Yeah.
Before I get into more, please.
Hey, if it's that bad, all jokes aside, use a Jamaican thing that we use is honey and lime to help with your throat, coughing, things of that nature. So just saying.
Oh yeah, I'm Haitian. You know.
Oh, you know what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on point with it. Like I was
Okay.
sick. I was sick the day before yesterday, and I'm already good now. You know.
Hey, we don't use.
Really?
Yeah, we use it natural. You know it. You know it.
Exactly. Using God's medicine. That's what
true.
you use.
True that.
You know. But Joe Milton, he's definitely gonna be a good addition for the Cowboys. Definitely gonna be a good.
How tall is he though? He's like what, 6 foot, right? Joe Milton.
I could search him up. Joe Milton, 6'5", 25 years old.
Man's a monster. Cowboys might have found one. Who knows? If you get some wide receivers, though.
You know, but Cowboys, they got a quarterback like Dak Prescott. So it's surprising that
he's good too. Dak is good.
Dak is good. Who's better, Dak or Tua?
Dak.
Okay, exactly.
That was a tough, like I had to stop for a second, think about the playoffs. That's where my mind went. But
me personally, I do think that Dak Prescott is a little better than Tua at the current moment. But look at the initiative that the Cowboys are taking to get a backup for Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And we ain't got Joe Milton. But us, we took it easy and we went and got Zach Wilson.
Like Big C said it earlier too. He said that we shouldn't have paid Zach Wilson all that money. And I agree with him. I think that we should have given him a friendly veteran contract, maybe a 1 year, something like that, $7 million. And use the other $3 to $4 million in the department of wide receivers or whoever. But
but let me bring this idea up to you. Whenever your head coach says that a quarterback is a direct target, in the offseason, you heard Mike McDaniel say that Zach Wilson was a direct target. Sometimes you may be enticed to spend a little bit more money on somebody you targeted.
Right.
They basically told us that they chased Zach Wilson instead of letting him come to them. They said we want Zach Wilson. Nobody else fits us, and that's about it. So that's why I feel like we kind of overpaid just to make sure we have Zach Wilson in the room.
Being attractive contract for him, eye popper. You'd be like, oh damn, I'm not gonna look at any other team except for you. I get it. I think we still kind of. Who knows? Tua does go down and Zach steps in and shocks the planet. I mean, we've seen it with other NFL teams. Why can't it be us? Why not? So give me a quarterback.
Maybe next year, man. Maybe next year.
Draft.
Yeah, draft. But this draft class, like I told you, it got some players, but in a year that you still have questions of the quarterback position, you just want to know that there's somebody there that you're able to get that could fix all your problems instead of having to repair this position, that position. One position could change the whole team. You want to make that move instead of having to try to fill all these holes.
Right.
So that's the point. That's the point we are at right now. Any final thoughts on Joe Milton?
Uh, no, man. I hope he balls out with the Cowboys, but besides that, thank God you're out of our division. So that's all I can say on that part. So, but I wish we had a quarterback in that statue as a backup, though. If I had to replace Zach Wilson, it would be Joe Milton. Or I don't know if y'all agree, but I like Jalen Milroe in this year's draft. But that's just me, though. That's just me, Jalen. So yeah.
And the one thing about this city right here, Pahokee, this city is a well-known city for producing NFL talent.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Pahokee is around my way. You never heard of the situations as to where people are chasing rabbits?
Nah, to be real, no. Never heard that, no.
Okay, so this is the city that be chasing rabbits. So
they be hunting rabbits out there like that?
Yeah, they produce Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh, they did. Okay, Kelvin. Okay.
Yeah, Kelvin Benjamin is right here. Let me see. I'm gonna show you.
He was a tall, nasty wide receiver, but then he just fell off the earth. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he was. But he just had the size, man. He really had the size. You really wanted him to play tight end, but that was his issue. He didn't want to play the tight end position, even though he had the size too. He would have been a baller, if he played tight end.
He turned into the Eddie Lacy of wide receivers, though. Let's be real, but that's what really killed him when he was with the Panthers.
Yeah, man. I never went against him. He from here, Belgrade. This place produces a lot of talent. It's far west. I'm over here in West Palm Beach. So yeah, I know about all the players. This is where the most talent comes out of in the whole U.S., bro. Right here.
Right there. This is the hardest too, man. Yeah, scorching.
Most definitely, man. But shout out to Joe Milton, from the crib. So I got to show him some love. Any players that are from Palm Beach, I love those players, man.
I feel you.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like you say you went to Columbus. Whenever you see a Columbus player in the NFL,
C.J. Henderson. Yep.
So you gotta ride for them boys, even though they're good or bad.
Sadly, true. If they go to a bad team, I know what you mean. Jets in particular.
Yeah. All right. Next topic.